Hey everybody, it's retrogamer 1977. Finally had some time to get on. I am in a hotel room at a undisclosed location. I'm in Ohio, I'll tell you that. So I've got some time here, and I'm gonna play Defender. It's one of my favorite, not only arcade games, but one of my favorite Atari 2600 games when I was growing up as a kid. And I've also started to play some of the different versions as well. Oh, hey, Casey. You got to head to dinner? No, that's cool, man. I get it. If you get time later, swing on back by. Because I know you're in California. You're behind me. But no, I'm just going to play some Defender here, different versions. The version that I grew up on was the Atari 2600 version. But I'll do some other versions. I'll play the Intellivision version, and I can't do the Atari 5200 version. I can get it to come on screen, but for some odd reason, when I play the 5200 version on a TV, every time I move the thumb pad up, it makes me go into hyperspace automatically for some odd reason. I have no idea. But I could show it to you guys and see how it looks like. And graphically, it looks better. But I don't really know how it really plays until I get a 5200. Now, with that being said, I did order on eBay Defender for the ColecoVision because I'm getting ColecoVision, and I'm super excited about that. Can't wait to get that running and then start streaming some Defender on a old school ColecoVision, which will be really cool. So, and eventually, what I want to do is I want to get all the Atari releases for the ColecoVision, and I have one other cart already in hand, and that's Centipede. And I'm already looking into getting the roller controller for this for the ColecoVision as well. Even though you don't need the roller controller to play Centipede, but I would just kill to have that controller. I've seen it online. You can get it. It's decently priced, and it looks really cool. So that's probably going to be one of my next buys. That and then the steering wheel controller to play steering wheel games, because I got one game called Destructor, and I looked it up, and it's actually it's like a car game, racing game, whatever the heck it is, and you got to have the steering wheel to play it. So I'm going to have to beg my wife to let me get the steering wheel controller so I can play it. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start off here with Atari 2600 Defender. I'm going to play this for a while. This was the Defender that I grew up with as a kid, and I loved this game. I would play it for hours. My mom would have to basically pry me loose from my Atari 2600 to get me to go to bed because I loved playing it so much. But, considering the fact, with the limited graphics, of the Atari 2600, I think they did a pretty damn good job of translating this game, because you've got the radar up top, you've got your guns. The only drawback is if you want to use smart bomb, I know you have to go underneath the buildings to get to do the smart bomb. Okay, that's a drawback. I get that, but considering that and the limitations of the console, I think they did a pretty damn good job with this game. And I have an actual physical copy. I have two physical copies of this game. I have loose and then complete in box for my Atari 2600. So when I'm at home, if you see me playing Defender, I'm playing the actual copy of it on my 2600 now. And just to give you a couple tips here about playing this game, one cool thing about this game is if you like fire really fast, if you look here, see how my ship is flashing? It basically makes you able to avoid enemy missile and laser attacks. because they'll just go right through you and they won't hit you. Same thing with the aliens. If you're flashing real fast when you're firing, they can't touch you and you won't die. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a little, I don't know if that's a fluke or not from the console, but it's good to know. Yeah, so far, like, the best score I've gotten on this on, like, the difficulty, it's about 160-something,000, I think. You know, control-wise, I think this actually plays really darn good. I can't really speak for the other versions for like on Intellivision and ColecoVision because I haven't actually played the physical part on a physical console because I hate to say it, but the gameplay when you play on a Gamestation Go of a certain game compared to the console, it can be a little different sometimes, unfortunately. Like right now, this game, the way I'm playing it on my Gamestation Go, it's actually playing pretty good. But some of the other games on the Gamestation Go that you load on with the ROM, they don't play as well, unfortunately. It's on a game-to-game basis, basically. But now considering that, like I've been saying before, the Gamestation Go, in my opinion, is an amazing buy. If you're into Atari, old school stuff, if you want to be able to load different games on it with an SD card, it's up your alley. It's really good, despite the fact it's got some drawbacks. It's not perfect, but considering all that, the Atari Gamestation Go is a kick-ass piece of equipment, and I highly recommend it. Especially if you're traveling a lot and do a lot of travel, like me, I do travel training or with your job. This is amazing because I can go into a hotel room, I can hook it up to a TV, I can play my games, I can have fun. It's portable. It's a win-win for my situation. Okay. Couple tips about playing Atari 2600 Defender. A couple tips for y'all. Watch your radar. Start spreading out your line of fire. That helps take out the enemies. The other thing too is with your excuse me. With your extra humans on the ground, if you notice that you're starting to lose a lot of humans, And if you've only got one left, grab the last one and hold on to it. And if you do that, if you hold on to it, then if something goes bad where, well, actually, what'll happen, I'm sorry, let me phrase that. So if you keep them from taking the last human, you won't ever go into space and get, like, atrociously attacked by all the aliens, so you'll be able to skip that level. So you gotta watch that. So pay attention to, you know, the humans that you got on the ground. Now, if you do have to go into space and fight the aliens, there's some tips on that I'll show you as well to help you get better with your game here. Ah, damn it, I missed them. Now, I'll admit, you know, I'm not, you know, Mr. Super Game Star, but I do know some tips and different things that can help with you improve your gameplay. I have some world records on Twin Galaxies, but it's nothing to, you know, write home about. I just like playing on there to compete, get a high score and stuff. If you ever go on Twin Galaxies, you can look me up and you can see the records that I got. So it's, like I said, it's not super spectacular. It's just, it's records that I've done on my Atari Gamestation Go and on my Atari 7800 Plus. But now, what's cool is now that I have original hardware on the 2600, I can now compete on original hardware. So then I can stack myself up against some of the real big competitors. Guys, if you look up these scores of what's been posted, it's like super insane. So I'm just hoping someday I can be as good as some of these other guys. All right, so right here, it's a little trick. If you're getting swarmed in space by all these mutant aliens, what you do is you lower yourself all the way down out of visibility from the aliens. And then you just move left and right until they come on the radar screen. And if you have a lot of extra smart bombs, now is the time to use your smart bombs. So you wait till you get a whole bunch of them on the screen, then you hit the smart bomb and you take them out. So I'm trying to get at least about 4 of them on here if I can. It takes a little bit of manipulation. Just keep your pad down and move it from left to right until you see where you've got a whole bunch on here. Like right now, it seems like all I'm going to get is 2. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my smart bomb. So I took those 2 out. Then I got to go down again. Now I got a whole bunch of them on here. Smart bomb, so there's 4. Then move yourself back and forth, manipulate the radar. There you go, there's some more. Move it again. Another smart bomb. Another one there. So I'm out of smart bombs. Now I have no choice. I've got to get up and I've got to take these out so that I can continue to the next level. So I got to start taking them out. And what you do is you just do like it's guerrilla tactics basically. You're going to gun, take out as many as you can, then you go back down, you hide, then get yourself back up and start over again and start taking them out one by one. And it works pretty good. Of course, a lot of people say, oh, well, oh, that's cheating. No, it's not cheating. It's not cheating if you're allowed to do it in the game. That's how I feel on it. And if I'm trying to get the best score that I possibly can, I'm going to take every advantage possible that I have. That's within the limits of the rules of the game. As long as it's within the rules of the game and you can do that, I'm all for it. All right, so now I'm back to regular level. I can breathe a little bit now. Because those space scenes get pretty darn intense. I missed it. Darn it. I know a lot of guys like using a lot of smart bombs in this part here, but I save my smart bombs for when if I have to go out to space. It helps me take out more of the mutants. And don't forget, the main thing you want to concentrate on is taking out as many of these landers as possible because they're the ones that take the humans. Fiddlesticks. Okay, I gotta take a quick restroom break, y'all, but I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Hopefully everyone can hear my voice okay. I think I'm losing my voice. I had a long day doing my training and just doing a lot of talking, like talking to students and stuff. It kind of wore me out a little bit, to be honest. And I drank plenty of water, but I don't know, man. It just feels like my voice is just like going out on me for some reason, which is kind of funny. That's never really happened to me before. All right, so I'm going to continue here to play Defender, the Atari 2600 version. Ah. Ah. Darn it. Ah. All right. So, like I said, wait till a whole bunch get on the screen, use a smart bomb, take them out. That's why I conserve smart bombs for this situation. Because they get pretty intense in this. Ah. Oh, shoot, I'm out of smart bombs anyway. Crap, hold on. Now I gotta go gorilla and pick them out one by one. There we go. Oh! You can go hyperspace in this too, just by going up to the top left, hitting the A button or your fire button, and then you go into hyperspace. So sometimes that could be advantageous to you. Other times not so much, because then you'll hyperspace and you'll fly like right into an enemy and then lose a life. Ah! Ah, darn it. Got a smart bomb, but I didn't want to use it then. You can also do hyperspace if you get in the bind. Ah. Ah! Oh. Yeah, when you get in space, this is extremely tedious. You basically got to do guerrilla tactics, hide and shoot, hide and shoot. But if you do this, you can get through it. There we go. Got some normalcy back. Ah, I missed him. Damn it. Here we go again. God, I wish I had a pause button on this. My thumb is going numb, and my left hand is cramping up on the gamepad. In other words, everybody, if there's any like younger gents and ladies watching me play, don't get old. It sucks. Everything starts to freaking cramp up and I don't have any smart bombs. I'm just man. And you might think this is easy, but this is not. There's some skill involved in being able to do this. Okay, I got a smart bomb, so that's a good thing. Doing pretty good. I got 3 ships. Damn it. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah! Damn it. Darn it. Was doing really good too. But no, that's the technique here. You gotta duck and cover, and then when the time's right, watch your radar and then start taking them out one by one. So that's the best strategy that I've learned so far on playing this game. But no, it's Defender 2600 is one of my favorites. It doesn't play exactly like the arcade, but it's still fun to play. It's a high score chase type of game, and I really enjoy it. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate between the Defenders that I have on here. So I've got a good version of 2600. I also have the Intellivision version, which is what I'm going to do next. So I bet Casey, the Intellivision gamer, will love this. So I'm going to exit out of here, and I'll go to the Intellivision version. And what kind of stinks, though, is on my Atari Gamestation Go, I don't think it controls as good as it should. Something tells me on the Intellivision it probably controls way better. I have realized that because with these ROMs and how they work, sometimes they don't control completely the same way as they do on the original hardware. So you need to keep that in mind. And I figured that out with Donkey Kong Jr. I played Donkey Kong Jr. on my Gamestation Go, and it doesn't control nearly as well as when I actually have the physical cartridge of Donkey Kong Jr. on my Sears Super Video Arcade, and it plays a heck of a lot better. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes some of these games, the controls don't work as good as on some of the other games do. All right. So like I said, like I've told you before, there's pros and there's cons to using this Gamestation Go. Okay. But I would say all in all, the Atari Gamestation Go is a kick-ass piece of equipment. Okay. So let's go to Intellivision, and I'm going to find Defender on here. There we go. And here's the Intellivision version of Defender. And graphically, yes, it's better. As for the gameplay, I'm not sure yet. I don't have a physical copy of this yet for Intellivision. I'm trying to find one right now. On Intellivision, the best copy I can find online is it's pretty high. They're wanting like $60 to $80 for it, and it's from some person in Canada. So I don't really want to pay that much for it, but if it comes to that, if I have to do that to get this, then I will, because Defender is it's another favorite game of mine that I grew up with that I always enjoyed. Okay. So anyway, this is Defender on the Intellivision. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a game. I'm gonna play. Oh. So we've got our radar up there, which is nice. Ah. Well, I completed one attack wave with me sacrificing myself, so I can't beat that. Ah. Oh, wow, I sucked at that. Let's try this again. Oh, for crying out loud. I would say definitely the pace of this game is a little bit different than the 2600 version. Could be because of my controller, but it's just funny. It seems on this D-pad I can't switch from left to right as fast as I should with my Gamestation Go. I'm gonna have to try like an exterior gamepad add-on or the arcade stick. That's if the arcade stick ever comes out for the Gamestation Go. So I think it's not supposed to come out till later this fall. That's what I thought it was anyway. Yeah, the controls are a little bit different here on the Intellivision version. Even though it's not a bad version, it plays pretty good. I'm hitting right on the D-pad and left, and it just takes forever, it seems, to change direction. But no, the television version seems like a good version. Graphically, it looks kind of a little bit better than on the 2600. The overall theme of the game, it's not bad. I need to get the actual cart version for the Intellivision so I can give a better view of it because, like I said, I've noticed that the gameplay on the Gamestation Go with some of these ROMs that you put on an SD card, they don't control as good as they should. Just something I've noticed. All right, so that's the Intellivision version, and it's a really cool version. I like it. So let me get out of here, and then let's see what else I can do for Defender. So that's the Intellivision version. I can show you the Atari 5200 version of Defender. But like I said, the only drawback is if I hit the D-pad when I'm trying to maneuver, it makes me go into hyperspace like all the time. For some reason, why that's happening, I have no idea. But here's a 5200 version on Atari, just to give you an idea on what it looks like. And it looks really good. So here I can fire, but then when I hit up on my D-pad there, I went into hyperspace automatically. So if I just go right and left, and don't hit up, I don't go into hyperspace all the time. But see here, I hit up, hyperspace. See, hyperspace. Down, I don't do it. Yeah. So, yeah, the 5200 version playing on the Gamestation Go with the ROM I got, it's not playable, unfortunately. Maybe someday someone will fix that for us. Why it's happening, I don't know. But that's a 5200 version of Defender. It's not bad. It's a good version. So we get out of here, and then there is the ColecoVision version of Defender, but unfortunately I can't show that to you because I can't stream through HDMI while I'm playing ColecoVision games for some reason. Hopefully, eventually, maybe Atari Age will figure that out and fix it for us, which would be cool. But for the time being, what I'm going to show you next is this is a version of Defender on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's not the first Defender. They call it Defender 2. And this actually plays really good on my Gamestation Go. So let me find it. What the hell do I do with it? Here we go. So this actually plays really good, and the graphics are really amazing as well. Got the nice little opening theme song. That little square's a Stargate. And now, eventually, when I finally get a Nintendo again, this is going to be the first game that I get for it. I love this version of Defender. It's really cool. Wow, I got my ass handed to me there. had no idea back in the day when I got my Nintendo that they had Defender for this. If I knew that, I would have bought this in a heartbeat. But this is really fun. The controls are pretty good. It plays well. I like the graphics. Ah. But no, it's a good version of Defender on the Nintendo Entertainment System. All right, so let me play. Actually, let me check the comments. Is there anyone else coming? No, it does not look like that. It looks like we got a ghost town in here. Oh, darn, a ghost town. I just can't have that. So hold on a second. Let me take a quick break. Let's see what's going on in Discord here. See if anyone's chatting on Discord. And I'll just give them all a friendly reminder. It's like, hey, man, I'm playing. You want to hang out? Okay. So let's go here. I'm going to copy my video link. Let's go to Discord and let's just remind everybody. It's like, hey, man, I'm still here. Okay, so I posted a little bit on Discord again. Oh wow, we got Blocky Dad 80. Hey, thanks man for coming. Yeah, you're the ColecoVision dude. Yeah, I just got myself a ColecoVision, and I'm waiting on a power supply from OG Yugo. And then as soon as I get that, I'm gonna hook it up and see if it works because I've got like about 10 games for it. I'm super stoked to start playing it. Yeah, I just picked it up. Yeah, so when I grew up as a kid, I just had Atari 2600. And at that time, when ColecoVision came out, oh God, I wanted one so bad. That, and then I wanted it in television too. But of course, my mom's like, well, you already have an Atari and that's all you need. So now I'm in the stage of my life where I've got some disposable income, and I can now get some of the cool shit that I wanted to have when I was a kid. So one of those things was a ColecoVision. Yeah. So I can't wait to start using that and playing games on it and streaming. Probably one of my favorite games so far on the ColecoVision. It's on different consoles, but I've played it on my Gamestation Go, and that's Omega Race. I really like that game. It's fun. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I'm playing NES version of Defender 2, and I'm going to alternate, go back to Atari 2600, and then go to the Intellivision version. So I'll start playing those games again. But no, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. I really, I'm kind of like in envy of your Sony CRT TV, Blocky Dad. I never, I don't think I ever had a Sony, but I had an old school CRT back in the day. That's like super old, but I had a 20-inch flat screen Philip Magnavox CRT that had the composite inputs, and also had the I think they call it Super VHS inputs on it, Super Video input. It was all decked out, hi-fi stereo, and I was a dumbass and I gave it away. So I don't have it anymore. And I've actually been looking online of late on eBay trying to find the TV that I had back in the day, because it was an amazing TV. The picture was great. It was a kick-ass television set, old school CRT, you know. So that Sony you got, hold on to that bad boy. Don't let it go. So, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and start playing here Defender for NES. Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Blocky Dad. Like, compared to what I played with when I was a kid, when I was 5, 6 years old, for when I was playing Atari 2600, and then all of a sudden, the next system I had after that, it was actually an Atari 7800. So I had like Galaga and Joust, and the graphics were better on that. But then when I saw Nintendo after that, it was just like leaps and bounds. I'm like, what the heck just happened here? Yeah, it was amazing. And I grew up during that period. So I'm like, right now, I'm 48. I was born in 77. So I was around when I was just a little kid. I grew up on Atari 2600. So, and the reason why that is because at that time, I was with my mom. My mom, we were by ourselves. Grew up with a single mom. My mom divorced my dad. Like, geez, it was before I even knew that my mom divorced my dad. I was just a little kid. And so I grew up, just my mom, and my mom worked really hard, and she did everything she could to, give us stuff. And, but, times were, and so she got us an Atari 2600, and it actually wasn't like the actual like Atari 2600. It was a Sears Telegames version. That was the first one we had, and then finally we played it so much it broke, and then we got another replacement. It was the Vader version, I think it was. Yeah. So, but that's what I grew up on. I grew up on 2600, 7800, and then finally, then after that, then I got a Nintendo. Yeah. So then the rest is history. Started getting tons of other different consoles. I've got tons of different consoles. I've got, like on hand right now, I have a Sega Genesis Model 2. I have an original Xbox. I have a Sega Dreamcast. I have a Panasonic 3DO. I have an Xbox 360. Let's see, what else do I have? 7800 plus. I have an original 2600 again. I just finished refurbing that, put new capacitors in it and stuff, so that's working good. Let's see. That's pretty much it, what I own right now. Oh, I have an Atari Jaguar, but it's in my garage somewhere and I can't find it. And I'm also missing a power adapter for it, a controller, an RF switch, and games. So, but yeah, I've got a lot of different consoles that I've played over the years. So for a while I got out of it, but of now I've just gotten back into it. I like playing my games. I enjoy it. I'm also in the comic books. I love collecting comics and reading comics. Not only do I like collecting, but I actually like to read them and read the stories too. All right, so let me get back in here and let me get into my NES. There we go, and I'll select Defender here again for you, and we'll play some more Defender on the NES. There we go. So it's Defender 2, which is basically Stargate. Ah. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, in my defense, Blocky Dad, I've had a few beers in me. So I'm not probably going to give you like super expert gameplay. A lot of the time when I stream, I'm just doing this to play and relax and hang out, and I'm going to drink a few beers. So my gameplay is not going to be like super expert at that time, but I am very competitive. I actually compete on Twin Galaxies for records and stuff, and I do have some records. So if you look me up on Twin Galaxies, retrogamer 1977, I have some high scores on there, which is actually kind of cool. So it's not, some of the stuff isn't on original hardware, but it's on like 7800 plus Gamestation Go. And it's just pretty cool having some records. But I know for a fact that eventually what's going to happen is there's always going to be some dude that's going to be better than me, and they're going to beat the record. And if they do, that's fine. I don't care. I just like playing. I like competing. I like meeting people, talking, making friends. That's what I like to do. Okay, thanks, Blocky Dad. I appreciate that. You had cool. You had a Telestar. That's the isn't that the Telestar? Isn't that the Coleco thing, dude? Where it's like a triangle where it's got 3 different games on it. Is that what you're talking about? Coleco Pong clone. Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, no, the reason why I thought it was that other 3 game thing was because my wife's cousin, he actually had one of those in his basement, and he was asking me questions about it, and I looked at it at first, and I'm like, holy crap, I've never seen that before, and it's Coleco. So I looked it up and what it could do, so I helped him get some connectors for it so he could hook it up and play it and see if it works so he could sell it on eBay. Typo. No, that's cool, man. I get it. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start another game here. Let's see if I can do any better. Ah, fiddlesticks. But yeah, NES version of Defender 2 is really good. I enjoy this one. I'll have to go back. I'll show you. There's Defender 2 for the Atari 2600. It's not bad, but this looks way better. Oh, really? What the hell? Okay, here, hold on. I'm gonna get. Let me go back to Atari 2600. Hold on, let me find it. All right, let me find it here. Let's see. Oh. All right, here we go. So Defender, here's Defender 2. So here's the problem though with Defender 2 on the Atari Gamestation Go, I don't get all the controls here due to the way that it's set up on the Atari 2600. So I don't think I'll have smart bombs. Yeah, no smart bombs. I just have my guns. I will say though, for the 2600 version of this is actually pretty damn good. So I need to get like an actual copy of this and play it on my original Light Sixer, and then rig up my second controller, and then I can play this. I've got a whole bunch of extra wood in my garage, so I could make a bracket to hold both controllers in place, so I could have all my controls on this game. Ah. Well, that sucked. But now I got to get this on my original hardware because I've got a Light Sixer. Oh yeah, if my arcade could figure out button mapping. I agree with that. Here's what's crazy. This is the one thing about my arcade and the GameStation Go that I don't understand. Okay, so you make a console with an SD card slot where you can load other games on it. Wouldn't you think that they would make it where they make sure they get the button mapping right for all the different, you know, types of systems you can load on with that ROM? Yeah, no, I agree with that. I love my Game Station Go, but the thing is, this is just my opinion. I think this system got rushed to the market. I don't think they did enough R&D. And here the reason why is because the way I think about this is because a lot of companies, they're pressured to get equipment out, to get it sold, to make money. I get that. Everyone's got to make a living. But when you do that, when you rush things like that, you get bugs, you get problems, and they don't fully make sure that the product is working properly. Now, with that being said, considering the fact on how they put this out, it's still a pretty good console, little game system. It works pretty good. It's got really good capability, but it could be better. Yeah. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, you were saying the button mapping. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because we've got a cajillion buttons on this Game Station Go. Why they can't make it where Defender 2 can work on it, I have no clue. Okay. But the other thing that might have to do with it is it might be a licensing thing because Defender is originally owned by Williams. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know. But my opinion stands. If you provide an SD card slot so you can load games on there, you should make it able where the buttons will map to it properly so you can play the games properly. Yeah. All right. So let's see. So that's Defender 2 on the 2600. That's really fun. So let's see. Let me go back, hit my home button, and let me see. Let me back out of here. Yeah, I can't show the ColecoVision version because that won't work. So I'm pretty much done showing Defender. Trying to think here what else I could show. Let's see. Don't have a lot for SNES yet. I've got Sega Genesis on here. Trying to keep this somewhat old school. I'm going to start showcasing some of the other games and systems you can play on here. But for right now, I'm trying to keep it all second gen because that's what I'm into right now. Let's see. Let's go to Atari 5200. And let's play. No, don't want that. What else we got? Buck Rogers. There's Defender for 5200, but it's not playable when I stream it to the TV. Dreadnought Factor. Galaxian Gyrus Hero. Mario Brothers. Hubert, River Raid. Sorry, I'm trying to make up my mind. I got so many damn games on this thing, it's hard to make up my mind. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a cool one. I can't remember how good it plays, but here's Vanguard. I do like this game. I've got the 2600 version, the physical version for my 2600, and I like it. Spectron ColecoVision. Okay, so you got me at ColecoVision there, Blocky Dad. What does Spectron mean? Is that a game? Oh, it's a shooter. Spectron. Okay, I'll have to look that up. I don't have that on here. I'll have to try that though. Thanks. So here, I'm going to start Vanguard. We'll play Vanguard here. Yeah, I like playing this version of Vanguard. The controls are a little wonky on this, though. Oh, the controls are not very good for this game on the ROM, unfortunately. But no, I do enjoy Vanguard. Oh, you gotta go. Okay, no, that's cool, Blocky Dad. I get it. Yeah, no, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, you need to do some live streams yourself. I'll come hang out with you as well. So But no, have a good one, man. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. What time is it? Oh, heck, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. Jesus. Let's see. Ooh, Zaxxon. Let's try Zaxxon 5200. See how this plays. I can't remember. This is the next console I have on the list, by the way, to get. I've got my ColecoVision now. The next thing is an Atari 5200. All right, let's see how this plays. Oh. Ah! Hold on, everyone. I'm trying to figure out how to select second player here. I know you can do it. I've done this before on Gamestation Go. Well, there we go. So that's Wizard of War. I like it. Let's get out of here. Man, I wish I could stream ColecoVision because that's kind of what I'm on right now is ColecoVision. Oh, let's see. What do I feel like now? Ooh. Can't remember how this plays on here, but I'll try it. So this is a Atari 7800 version of Phoenix. This is a ROM. It's a demo right now. And when I play it on the Gamestation Go, just on the Gamestation Go, it plays good. But on the TV, it kind of acts a little wonky. But I'll show you the game here, and it's really fun. Mm. Here we go. So this is Phoenix for Atari 7800. Unfortunately, though, on the Gamestation Go, it does not play very well when you stream it to a TV when you hook it up to HDMI. Because I'll barely push on the up button, and like you see here, it just restarts the game. So it's basically unplayable on the Gamestation Go when you hook it up to a TV. If you just play it on the Gamestation Go, it works fine. Why this is, I have no clue. I feel like playing Centipede right now. 2600 version. All right, so that's 2600 version. I'm going to show you Centipede for the Intellivision. Eventually, I'm going to show you all the Centipede version on ColecoVision. Sorry, everybody. I'm just taking a quick little snooze. Been a long day at work. Oh, hey Atari, sorry. No, I'm just tired. I passed out momentarily. Bear with me for a sec and I'll put the game on for you. Just a sec. Okay, I'm back. So I'll go ahead and start the game. So this is Centipede on the Intellivision. Ah. Ah. Stupid D-pad. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem, Atari. I'm pretty tired out. I'm getting ready to go to bed anyway. I'm gonna get me a quick snack here. Uh, oh, you're playing Quake? Oh, that's cool. I'm just having a snack here real quick, and then I'll get back to playing. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem, Atari. Okay, yeah, no problem, Atari. No, go have fun. Go play your game. That's cool. Pardon my eating. I'm having my Frito flavored twist honey barbecue. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Atari. I'll make sure I check that out. The link. Cool. All right. I'll see you later, Atari. Take care, bud. No, excuse me. Okay. So let's start another game. Oh, for crying out loud. Ah. Mm. Ah. All right, let's play some Chopper Command. Oh,